Welcome to Tekedia Daily. I'm Ndubuisi, Ekekwe. Our conversation today will focus on the Dangote strategy and how you can learn something by understanding what has made this African business icon very, very successful. If you look into the Dangote group, you see very, very critical industrial sectors. And in all these industrial sectors, he is either the leader or he is one of the leading companies in that specific area. And these sectors are usually dominated by asset-heavy components. You need scale, and you have, by default, entry barrier, a high level of entry barrier. So this high entry barrier makes it very difficult for anyone to come in. And also, by having scale, you are actually going to enjoy the benefits of economy of scale. So the business is largely how do you bring in efficiency, how do you drive productivity, and how can you take over the market. But if you look at it from this angle, you may be missing something that is very critical because Mr. Aliko Dangote did not just start from the top. There used to be a time when he was just nothing but a trader. He started his company in 1981, and today the Dangote Group employs up to 30,000 people and generates more than $3 billion in revenue. It's one of the most important companies in Africa, the largest conglomerate in West Africa and one of the most largest conglomerates in continental Africa. He began as a trader, but quickly he realized one thing, that being a trader, he was going to be playing at the downstream sector of the industrial sector. So what did he do? He started the accumulation of capability. The accumulation of capability was on the construct that by moving away from the downstream into the upstream, he can get more, he can create more value. Because the more you move from the downstream into the upstream, you are creating more value. And that means you have better margin. And when you have better margin, it means that the efficiency of the deployment of your capital has actually improved. So the big deal is this. The accumulation of capability also improves over time. And that means because he has a leg ahead of many, it is going to be extremely very difficult for most people to challenge him because he continues to accumulate capability in the area of distribution, in the area of processing, in the area of market and analysis, in the area of synthesis models, and any other thing you can think of in the market. So this works for him. As time goes, he improves on it. He learns from past mistakes and he continues to improve productivity. That makes it very difficult for anyone to come in because the barrier of entry is high. You need a lot of capital, and you cannot necessarily raise a lot of capital without thinking, how is Dangote Group going to respond if you introduce this product? So that's why it becomes, in some cases, it looks like a monopoly because there is no way you can come in because he has and he continues to accumulate a lot of capability. So accumulation of capability is a very critical element for firms to build defenses against companies that can actually like to enter into the industrial sectors. I give you an example. When he wants to move into oil and gas, he said, I'm going to the refinery instead of opening filling stations across the country. If opening filling station is basically the downstream, that is not where the business is. Of course, the refinery itself largely could also be extended into the downstream. But what happens here is this. In the specific case of Nigeria, this is a big deal. Because if he can refine this crude oil, he has essentially going to use all these elements, all these players here, to be the distributors while he stays here where he can join a very huge margin. That is his business model. He makes the cement, he makes the sugar, he makes the petrol, the fuel, and then he gets all these traders, he gets all these jobs, he gets all the fuel stations, and they have to distribute it for him. And because you can easily come here, many people can participate here. Price drops, competition is huge, but very few people can play at this league. And that's why Dangote is great. And if you are thinking how you can build an empire in your life and push your business, the key thing here is this. understand how you can accumulate capability in your specific industrial sector, and then see how you can move from the downstream into the upstream. That is where you begin to have the capacity to control the dynamics of the market by making it very, very possible that you can lock competitors from coming in. You know, it's never easy, but if you try, you could be very, very lucky. But I'll tell you, it doesn't usually work. Only the genius, like Dangote, can actually make this thing work. You are listening to Tekedia Daily.